why she gave me no cue.
Certain we're wearing it down.
Foam on the sea. Soar. Small wings they beckon. Soar.
It will not be our tomb.
Ready to deliver. Watch out! Harmony is the basis of power. I won't disappoint. Try not to die.
Get your head out of the clouds, kid. Don't you want to save Lyria?
Feeling conflicted? Seems you're actually soft under that.
I'm coming. You're so thoughtful, Captain. You're out.
All right, here we go. The moment of truth. Finish it, Vern.
Leave it to me.
We're almost ready, Bert. Don't miss this chance.
Gotta work this time. Hang on, Lyria. Many thanks. No guts, no glory. Let's go! Lyria?
Captain, how is she?
Well done, everyone.
Where did you come from? Huh? You can't do that! Give her back to us!
Id? Oh, what a pity. Grief and misery make fools of us all. Here I see a troupe of puppets, flouncing about in a play with no audience. And your bond with the shaman? It's threadbare. Little more than a thin line of hope. Fear not. Entrust me with your strings, and I shall deliver salvation unto you all. I know this is much too sudden for you to comprehend. But don't struggle. Embrace it. Now then, come, let us end.
How nice of obvious leader to come greet us herself. Saved us the trouble of tracking you down.
My dear, I'm not looking for a fight. I've come to extol the virtue of salvation.
War
some magic tricks and give us a fair fight.
She's brimming with power. I'm afraid to even get close to her.
The ordeals of our pilgrimage are nearly at an end. Your crew is largely to thank for that. Acknowledge my vision, and salvation shall come. Isn't it obvious that I am shepherding all to a transcendent future?
We don't need your phony baloney philosophy. As Skyfarers, we put our faith in a free sky.
Very well. The time has come to pen a new chapter in this saga. This has been a long journey, but a fruitful one. Now, to open the gates and bask in the light of paradise. Stop! What are you doing? No, we'll all be... Why must you reject salvation? Do you not see that it is the perfect course? You dare defy me to the end? I'd rather not harm you. That would not be in the shaman's best interest. So I ask, judge for yourself the miracle of my salvation.
Huh? That's dirty! Give it back!
Why? This has always belonged to us. I admit, I am intrigued as to how you were able to activate the catalyst. Although, I suppose it no longer matters at this point. With the primals in my possession, I've won.
She knows how to make a strong cage. My powers are useless against it.
Damn it! We didn't come this far to get put in timeout!
There is still hope left.
Roland? You did this? Of course he did.
And now even Vulcan Bola has fallen into Lilith's hands. I can't stall any longer. The fate of the skies calls upon the might of your crew. Will you fight to save it?
Roland, I'm not sure if I like where this is going.
Yeah. Tell us what this is all about.
Of course. But first, your injuries need tending to. Let's return to the ship. The time to reveal the truth has come.
Well, the floor is all yours, Roland.
Thanks. First, I want you all to take a look at this.
That's the beast from Tempeal.
Furican.
Lilith released the primal beasts from their slumber and stole their powers. Those powers now flow within Lyria. She's essentially a living storage vessel. The astral realm is Lilith's home. One way back is to restore the forbidden primal. Angra Mainyu. I hope I'm wrong, but she plans to feed it the other beast's powers.
Just how big and nasty is this Mainyu thing?
It's the primal beast of gateways, allowing all kinds of travel between any 2 points. Distance doesn't matter, so in theory, one could even pass through to the astral realm.
Doesn't sound that evil to me if all it does is open a bunch of doors.
If only it were that innocent. The problem lies in what's needed to open a gate. You see, the gates require energy proportional to the distance between them. Now, let's pretend we want to open a gate to the astral realm.
In this case, distance is secondary. Now we're discussing interdimensional travel.
So, energy-wise...
Yes. An extraordinary amount will need to be consumed. And that instantaneous consumption will trigger grave repercussions. At best, Zega Grande would be reduced to nothing in the aftershock. At worst, most of the Sky Realm would cease to exist as we know it.
There's no way that's possible!
Then let me tell you a story. 15 years ago, Lilith revived Angra Mainyu. She attempted to open the gate to the astral realm. Fortunately, for whatever reason, she failed in her scheme. But a number of islands weren't so lucky, and they were rendered uninhabitable. Survivors of the incident are forever cursed to live their lives with unending trauma.
That's awful.
You see now? She won't give up. She will utilize the power of the 4 primals and attempt to cast open the gates once more. And the only thing waiting for us on the other side of those gates is sheer destruction. We can't allow history to repeat itself.
There's something I'd like to ask about this woman, this Lilith. She's an astral, isn't she? The potency of her powers and her obsession with the astral realm give her away. The Astrals. The invaders who once ruled over our skies.
You are correct.
Mm-hmm. Well, it takes one to know one.
Unbelievable.
I suspected as much a while back. You knew a great deal about this skydom, things that no ordinary person should know.
I'll be damned. A real live astral right under our noses. Sorry. Can't blame a guy for being on edge.
Is that... Those are obvious raptors!
You're kidding! They really chased after us?
They couldn't have mobilized a hunting party this quickly.
Of all the times to hound us, they choose now?
Well, they're here. Less talking, more blasting. Go, go, go! Take the ship! I'll stop you in your tracks.
The magic is next level!
I'd hoped for a more peaceful flight. How did they find this route?
It's those interlopers! Siege formation! We must take this ship!
They seem just as surprised as we are. It might be a coincidence.
All squadrons shoot to kill! Lady Lilith has decreed these heathens be purged for their nefarious schemes!
Unfortunate timing on our part. Stay alert for more. It just occurred to me. There's only one destination at the end of this flight path.
Which means we're headed to the same place as these jokesters.
Indeed. Let us discuss particulars after we have saved our hides.
You don't know when to give up.
It seems conviction is a strong motivator.
Well, when you got an astral yanking your chain.
You soars hungry.
Charge through them!
Good Silver. You take the front line. I'll take the back. As you wish. Where you look. Rain on the hill.
Finally, that was the last of them.
Looks like Avia is already making their next move. I must take action.
Wait, I just want to be super sure. Are you really an astral?
You wouldn't be the first. We've met other astrals before. Loki and Mikaboshi, if those names ring a bell. They have their own particular philosophies. But you seem different from them.
I know, right? It's like Fix-It Dude actually wants to be a part of the Sky Realm.
Indeed. It was no act when you risked life and limb to save the people of Folka and Tempeel.
I'll be honest. I once viewed Sky Dwellers as insignificant. But that all changed. Many years ago, the first friend I ever made in this world taught me a valuable lesson. They said there is strength in solidarity. Understanding can overcome adversity. Help us grow. Folka is now my home away from home. The people there are like family to me. Sadly, we experience longevity on different scales. If I were granted one wish, it'd be to stay with them forever. At the very least, I want them to be happy. I'll do anything I can as an astral to protect the populace, to protect the islands. And I'll stop Lilith, no matter the consequences I must suffer.
We understand how you feel. The Sky Realm is our home, too. So you can count on us.
I guess even astrals come in all kinds of different flavors. Just like Sky Dwellers.
The same can be said of primal beasts.
Kinda weird having an astral watching our backs for once. But I won't complain.
Thanks, everyone. I'm sorry I haven't been upfront with you all. I suppose I was acting out of cowardice. I was afraid of your reactions if you learned I was an astral.
We're in this together.
Captain, thank you.
Done and done.
Yes. With Roland's aid, we'll surely stop Lilith and rescue Lyria.
Angra Mainyu's real body is in an altar beneath Seed Hollow Castle.
Yikes. There's a sinister primal lurking right under that huge city?
Yes. And I'm the one who sealed it down there centuries ago.
But if Lilith found Angra 15 years ago, that means the seal is...
broken. When she squandered away Angra's power, she failed to capture its true form as well. I'm certain it's still in the altar somewhere, camouflaged by its gateway powers.
Ah, so that's why you stayed behind in Seed Hollow. To find the damn thing.
Indeed. Unfortunately, my search turned up nothing. However, the moment Lilith summons Angra's real body, that may be our chance to strike. I warn you, she and I are equally matched. But, lucky for me, I've got the better team. Avia is no doubt getting closer to the castle. There's no time to lose. We'll gear up in the city and make a run for the altar. Or else these skies are done for.
You never know.
Sweet. Man, crap's really hitting the fan now, huh? We better hightail it back to Seed Hollow before it's too late.
So, we've suddenly found ourselves caught up in an astral tug-of-war, decades in the making. The relationship between Lilith and Roland remains unclear, but one thing is certain. Roland is our greatest ally in Zega Grande. And with all the good he's done here, his love for Sky Dwellers is plain as day. Together, I know we'll stop Lilith and ensure Angra Mainyu's gate stays closed. We will protect the Sky Realm. Seed Hollow is burning. Another victim in Avia's desperate mission to return to the stars. This all started because I brought Lyria to Zega Grande. And now our battle is intertwined with the fate of the Sky Realm itself. We need to get to the heart of the city and fix the damage that's been done.
Whoa! Is this even the same city?
No time to assess casualties, I'm afraid. Not when we know Avia will make a beeline for the castle.
I suspect we'll face a tough road ahead. Everyone, prepare yourselves accordingly.
Oh, you back already? Look, you've scratched my back in the past, so I'm willing to give part with some intel, free of charge. Regarding the city, my people are out surveying the damage as we speak. Early reports suggest, strangely enough, that Avia isn't focused on taking out the commercial district. Instead, they're concentrating on one area and one area alone. The castle. Considering they've got a force of 5,000 strong, you'd think they'd try to occupy more. But here we are. In addition to the ground troops, they've got manned and unmanned aircraft to boot. Not to mention, the Silver Wolf Corps and the Sword Veil seem to be acting in concert. First time for everything, huh? To be completely honest, the whole thing makes me mad as hell. I'd like to jump into this circus and pound a few chumps myself. The city's well-being comes first. You just go smack their leader a good one for me. Got it? They'll all sleep better once she's out of commission.
Avia is focused entirely on occupying Seed Hollow Castle. I fear Lilith is wasting no time.
She's not sparing numbers either. There's a million of them swarming around.
We don't need to engage with all of them. Cut off the snake's head, and you don't have to worry about the body.
Welcome. Tempering your weapons? Got an order for a new weapon? take a look? Thanks for coming.
Oh my! Nice! Yes! Great! Oh, nifty! Yeah! Great! Ready for action! Yeah! Sweet, this feels way lighter now. Thanks for the boost!
Perfect practice makes for perfect technique.
Need something? Which will it be?
I come from a long lineage of proud war. We had a great number of visitors at our dojo, many of them masters of their respective disciplines. At some point, I picked up a blade of my own and began to mimic their movements. Back then, I enjoyed the training for what it was, valuing the journey over the destination. That is, until I met him, the supreme swordsmaster of the Eternals, Eata, once known as the demon Zamba. With a single glance, he identified all of my weaknesses. Then, with a few words, he taught me to overcome them. His strength was beyond captivating. I even eavesdropped on a conversation between him and my father, and discovered we were distant relatives. I was elated. For some time, he continued to train at our family dojo. I took every opportunity I could to learn from him. Following him wherever he went, I ate whenever he ate. I committed all his mannerisms to memory. However, with the exception of our first encounter, he never acknowledged me. After all, he yearned for nothing more than strength. Why pay heed to a weakling, such as myself? So I vowed to become stronger. I would soar so high, he'd have to see me. I dedicated myself to training, begrudging even a single moment of respite. The blade was everything to me. And eventually, there was no disciple at the dojo who could come close to rivaling my skill. That was around when he vanished in the blink of an eye. He was out of my life. He spoke not another word to me, nor called me by name. I was meditating in the forest one day when a group of travelers approached me. I didn't know them, but they were the captain and the crew of the Grand Cipher, and my future. Initially, I thought they were lost and had come to ask for directions. I was only half correct. They were seeking guidance, but not out of the woods. They wanted to learn martial arts from me. I shook my head. I was no master. Only a chrysalis, struggling to break free of my own shell. I believed the captain was mocking me. But that wasn't the case. I looked into the captain's eyes and found truth, alongside a burning desire for strength. It felt as if I was in his presence again. I found myself drawn to the captain. That's why I decided to join the crew of the Grand Cipher on their journey across the skies. I was convinced that this was the only path that could reunite me with Zamba. One day, I encountered an adorable Harvan girl at a local market. I'd already finished my shopping, so I decided to accompany her to a nearby cafe for tea and conversation. Upon parting, I asked for her name. She proudly introduced herself as Fief, one of the 10 Eternals. I had heard that Zamba once cared for a child of the same name. A jealousy brewed within me that I hadn't felt before. Zamba had taken notice of her, yet he never once acknowledged me during our time together. My inner peace had been shattered. I retreated to the mountains and started my training anew. But the more I tried to find direction, the more I realized how lost I truly was. It was Lyria and the captain who brought me back. They appreciated me for who I was. Nothing more, nothing less. Perhaps I too could learn to love the living, breathing me, and not a ghost of the future. That thought filled me with so much contentment. I was ready to give up on chasing Zamba. But the universe works in strange ways. As soon as I was about to let go, Fief helped bring me and Zomba together again. It was then I finally put into words how I felt. I spoke about how I wanted him to acknowledge me, to call my name. He listened quietly, and for what I felt was the first time, truly saw me. But I had yet to see and love myself. As part of my quest for self-discovery, I crossed blades with Zomba. No, Eata. We fought for days. He no longer believed I was a weakling. After our battle, we visited the tea shop, and it was there that he first addressed me by name. Never had tea and cake tasted so sweet to me. Now, with nothing holding me back, I am free to soar toward ever greater heights with my beloved companions on the Grand Cipher. I had failed that day at the Hail Wind Altar. I had spent years training and sharpening my skills, devoted my entire life to the pursuit of strength. But in that moment, it all amounted to nothing. Our experiences in Zego Grande had planted a seed of doubt in my mind. Over time, it grew, dense and wild as a jungle, choking me with a sense of helplessness like I'd never felt before. I wasn't able to protect Lyria or the captain. I had found my identity as a big sister, as a guardian. But now that I'd failed, who was I? I thought about resuming my training, but I couldn't afford to isolate myself like that. What if something were to happen while I was away? Then, the solution came to me. Whenever the captain was about to take on a dangerous mission, I would complete it first. That way, I could train myself and protect the crew in one fell swoop. I was too blind to see that despair had clipped my wings and chained me once again to the past. Are there any particularly dangerous missions available? Sierra Carte, with her usual cheery disposition, set a list of options before me.
Sure are. We've got a few jobs here that only a crew of your caliber could handle. In fact...
She paused and looked at me with a quizzical expression.
You know, I can't even remember the last time I saw you here by your lonesome. Don't you usually do things as a crew?
I told her I intended to undertake these missions alone, as part of my training.
I gotcha. The grind never ends for you, huh? Just don't push yourself too hard, you hear?
I nodded, only half acknowledging Sierra's words. As the ship was tossed about the turbulent winds, I closed my eyes and looked for peace within. This is for their sake, as well as mine. According to Sierra, the threat should be somewhere around here. I sense great evil. Just a little farther. Shall we test which is stronger? Your shield or my blade? Watch out for their next attack. Storm. Such malice. You cannot be allowed to live. Crescent moon, foam on the sea. You're the man. I can see how this battle will end. It ends with your death! Come on, you bring nothing to the skies but suffering. Paris! Your anger is no match for mine. The pond settle life is a wind in the field. Swift as thought, certain as death! Worthless. But it's not over yet. I will not rest while evil runs free. Do you not have anything more dangerous? I made quick work of the mission and returned at once to Sierra. She seemed taken aback when I demanded more work. But if someone had to risk their life, better me than the captain. The crew didn't have to know. They would be kept free from worry and danger, while I grew stronger. I was so absorbed in my thoughts, I'd failed to notice how Sierra's eyes grew ever more clouded with worry.
Need something? Please come again. Need something?
I continued to take one treacherous job after another. If you want someone safe, then keep them from entering the tiger's den. It's as simple as that.
Are you really sure you're up for another wonder, Maya?
Sierra worried for me, but there was no turning. My labor had bore fruit. The rest of the crew was beginning to look healthier, better rested. They returned earlier from missions, bearing fewer injuries. I appreciate the concern, Sierra, but the path to strength is long and narrow, and I must continue down this path, for all of their sakes. I was fixated on protecting my loved ones. They were all I could see. If they were safe, then nothing else mattered. That thought alone was enough to steel my resolution.
I opened my eyes and found the most entrancing face staring back at me. Clear skin, dewy eyes, and a mischievous smile, all framed by soft golden locks. Involuntarily, my hand crept toward her cheek for a caress. But when flesh met mirror, I finally woke up and realized.
Yes. Good morning, me. Must still be hazy from exchanging bodies yesterday. Lacing my fingers together, I reached my arms up for a test stretch. Stiff. Not one to be bested by a vessel of my own design, I brought my palms together and began twisting. Take that, you stupid spine, I thought. You will rue the day you defied me. Just how many backbones and digits and faces had I conjured? I'd lived long enough to know it was foolish to try and keep track.
Cagliostro, did you hear? We're going to visit a new skydom!
Lyria's voice echoed from behind the door, snapping me back to the present.
Sounds fun! I'll be out in a jiffy!
My voice was a weaponized rainbow, strategically pitched to invoke thoughts of hugs and sunshine. As the cutest girl in all the skies, no other tone would live up to my utter perfection. You see, it's a common myth that cuteness is in the eye of the beholder. But actually, as I have witnessed through my research, it is a fundamental law of reality. I quickly brushed my disheveled hair, minus one lock, as per the theory of adorable bedhead optimization, and went to the door. The crew would need me at my cutest if they were to survive an untrodden skydom. About 2,000 years ago, before the war, I was a wretched, sickly little thing. We lived in a village with no doctor, so all I could do was wait for the release of death. I still remember the defeated look on my sister's face as she attended my bedside. I couldn't blame her. Not when she was surrounded by the other villagers and their whispers. None of them thought I was long for this world. But back in those days, the sky was full of children who would never live past adolescence. So my life was tragic, but common. With the exception, of course, of one detail. My intellect. I had been working on a theory of reality, one that would let me rewrite the laws of existence. I dubbed it alchemy. I was too weak to leave the house, but my sister would fetch me the necessary reagents for my experiments. At first, each failure was more spectacular than the last. Creating a fully functional body from nothing but dirt and speculation was complicated. Instead, I focused on creating an ageless vessel capable of housing a soul. Hypothesis, test, fail. Hypothesis, test, fail. My pile of discarded monstrosities grew with each unsuccessful trial. But finally, I succeeded in producing a small life form, no bigger than your average roach. Sure, a misplaced footstep would have killed the damn thing, but it was life nonetheless. And it was proof that I could achieve mastery over my own mortality. Now that I had more data, all it took was a few more months of testing, and voila! I had synthesized a flesh bag for myself. My soul was finally free to occupy a worthy form. Now, repeat this process a few thousand times, and my reputation spread throughout the skies, garnering love and admiration from the masses. Alchemy was at its apex, and death had been conquered for all. Yeah, right. More followers meant more opportunity for betrayal. Eventually, a faction of alchemists turned my own bloodline against me, and they managed to seal me away for centuries. Assholes. These magic prison stories always end the same way. A few hundred years of slumber, and people grow complacent. A group of clueless travelers, aka the crew of the Grand Cipher, managed to stumble upon my inert form and, foolishly mistaking me for a primal beast or something, lifted the seal. Immediately, I wanted to eradicate them. No one could find out I had regained my freedom. I would not suffer entombment again, even if it meant I needed to transmogrify a few Skyfarers. But then, I laid eyes upon Lyria and her blue hair, and there it was, an entity that I could not identify. I, who had unveiled the very laws of reality, could not classify her existence. She was surely from a different plane. My interest was piqued, and for that, I spared the crew. What can I say? Curiosity killed the alchemist. With no particular agenda for my newfound liberty, I offered my services to these Skyfarers. They would give me unfettered access to the girl, and I would give them unrestricted access to my findings, and as a bonus, I might save their asses a few times along the way. Of course, the captain readily accepted. Though I admit, there was something about the gleam in the captain's eye that caught my attention. What was so special, you ask?
That's for Cagliostro to know, and for you to find out. When people ask me why I joined the Society, I always give them the same answers. To get my hands on sick weapons, because the work was fun, and because I liked busting my butt and actually getting rewarded for it. Sure, the Society talked a good game about spreading freedom and protecting the Sky Realm's peace, but it wasn't like I ever set out to be a hero. But hunting primal beasts with badass seal weapons? Sign me the hell up. Too bad there weren't enough weapons to go around. Only the best of the best become weapon contractors. Of course, I knew from the start I was contractor material. Wasn't long before I was making a pact with the Spear of Arves. Now, did I feel bad for those who didn't make the cut? Yeah, a little. But I earned my position, and no one was gonna take that away from me. It wasn't about becoming rich or famous. It was about proving my worth. I don't like being undersold or underrated, you know? Best part was, as a weapon contractor, I had dibs on the deadliest missions. And those were perfect for showing everyone what I was made of. And damn, did the Society have its fair share of enemies. The worst of which was an evil coalition we simply called the Foe, who only seemed to care about sowing chaos. As soon as I became a contractor, I was thrown into battle with the Foe. Talk about out of the frying pan and into the fire. My orders were explicit. Eliminate on sight. There were some days when the bloodshed took its toll on me. But then I'd remind myself that these villains were out to wreck the skies. When I wasn't putting bad guys into the ground, I hunted primal beasts to gather their battle data. See, seal weapons aren't just good at taking down primals. They absorb their powers, too. That's what makes our vest so special. The more primals it crushes, the stronger it gets. Imagine how unstoppable I'll be once I supercharge this bad boy. So, to recap, my average work week looks like this. Slay foes and primals, get paid, then splurge all that cash on my days off. Look, if you're gonna work hard, you might as well play hard, right?
Before I joined the society, I used to lead a group of knights. It was all fun and games, until the local lord tried to adopt me as his daughter. I never cared for social status, and I sure as hell didn't want to be tied down by expectations. My life, my reins. So I said so long to my compatriots. Was nice knowing ya. But if playing by my own rules was so important to me, then why'd I throw in with the captain's crew? Well, my master plan was to have the crew members join the society too, which would have bought me a ton of brownie points with the higher-ups. But journeying with the crew changed me. I met people from all walks of life, and I grew as a person. I started thinking I'd be better off following the crew instead of the society. Because honestly, becoming a contractor wasn't my main reason for seeking out the society. And so if it wasn't clear by now, I like doing things my way. Which brings me to a constant thorn in my side. Vasaraga, the annoying half of my two-man cell. Considering it was Drill Sergeant Ilsa who assigned us together, I figured she knew what she was doing. Yeah, no. Vasaraga and I gelled like oil and water. Did Ilsa really expect us to have good team chemistry? I think sticking him with me was an attempt to keep him from going off the deep end. Only later did I find out he'd been through some pretty traumatic events in his life. It scarred him, both physically and emotionally. Maybe that's why he can be borderline suicidal whenever someone else's life is at stake. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for helping people. I'm just saying it's 100% possible to play hero without throwing your life away. I remember this one time when we got trapped in a life-or-death situation because of his screw-up. You should have heard the rage I was spewing. Know what he did next? He apologized, which just felt out of character coming from him. Like, even though it was your fault we're in this mess, don't just throw in the towel, man. Ugh, it was so frustrating. Who knew that big lug could be so sensitive? On the flip side, I can't help but be honest. I like what I like, and I hate what I hate. I don't want anyone getting the wrong impressions about me. I might say things that ruffle a few feathers, but I stand by my words. I can't take back what I've already said. Anyway, I'd rather be true to myself than be something I'm not. That's just the kind of gal I am. It was good to be back in Seed Hollow after wrapping up another easy-peasy mission. Since my schedule was empty, I decided to hit up a cute little cafe for some much-deserved cake.
Hello there!
Some little kid I've never seen before walked right up to me, his eyes twinkling with starstruck awe. He got down on one knee and said,
"Will you marry me?"
Was this kid for real? Did he even know what he was asking? You've got guts, little man. Tell you what, come find me in a decade or so, and then maybe we'll talk. I thought a gentle rejection would get him off my back, but I was wrong.
If you walk away now, you'll be making the biggest mistake of your life.
I knew better than to take the bait, but I had to admit, I was sort of curious. Okay, hotshot, I'll bite. Why are you asking a total stranger like me to marry you? At least he had a good eye. Credit where credit's due.
Because I know you're strong. You make stomping monsters look so easy. Oh, and you're really pretty too.
Wow, what do you know? A sweet talker.
And your spear is wicked cool. How many monsters can you shish kebab with that thing?
I should have known. Boys love the heroic stuff. 10, 20, it doesn't matter. The real prize is in hunting primal beasts. Oh, wait, you guys don't call them that. I meant primeval gods. I've got a soft spot for children, especially the ones who hang on my every word. You try ignoring the adorable little scamps. In any case, it seemed clear that this boy was genuinely head over heels for me.
So, how about it? Will you marry me?
Nope.
Aw, come on.
Word of advice, don't spring a marriage proposal on an unsuspecting woman. Catch you later, little man. Maybe we'll chat some other time. I ruffled his hair and started walking off.
I'm not giving up.
The tyke knew how to dream big. If only a certain grumpy lug I knew had the same level of optimism.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. We just humiliated the Empire, who probably had reserves waiting somewhere close by. We realized we needed to get off Sinkenstill fast. The Empire was not going to rest while Lyria was on the loose, and I figured that since we shared a life force now and all, it was in everyone's best interest if we stayed together. Plus, I'd always wanted to explore the far reaches of the skies, though doing it on the run, not what I had in mind. Oh, there was so much to think about, so much to decide. But all those plans could come after we had escaped Sinkenstill. I didn't want a whole army, this time with, I don't know, 30 Hydras marching on my home island. And, well, I had another, more personal reason for wanting to leave. Before I knew it, our journey was at an end. The end. As in, we'd reached the end of the skies. My daughter, I'm waiting for you on Estalucia. I thought about Dad's letter. I missed him. When I was young, he would take me to the edge of the island, and we'd sit there, admiring the clouds. I wanted so badly to explore those skies, just like Dad. I had to see him again. And now, I wouldn't have to make that journey alone. With Vern, Lyria, and Catalina at my side, we commandeered a small Imperial craft and set out for the greatest of destinations, Estalucia. From the moment we left Sinkenstill, our adventures were hectic, to say the least. Catalina, who claimed to be an experienced pilot, crashed our small vessel into the gusty fields of Port Breeze. But we quickly pulled ourselves together and found a new ally, and helpsman, in the form of Rackham. Since then, we gained more and more allies, and no matter what obstacle we faced, the crew always worked in tandem to find a solution. It's all thanks to their support that I've made it this far. And what a wild ride it's been! I had never set foot off of Sinkenstill, but now I can't even count the number of islands we've saved, let alone visited. Sure, being a roving band of heroes is difficult, but it's got its perks. New faces, new places, and a whole airship's worth of fun. Who could pass this life up? Anyhoodle, we've just begun the next chapter of our adventure. We discovered another piece of the sky map, which led us to Zega Grande. Yeah, a whole new skydom. Just imagine the danger, the promise. But I knew it was going to be fine. Just another set of memories to add to our ever-growing collection. I hope you're ready, Zega Grande, 'cause here we come!
Skyfarers, we need your aid! Goblins! Goblins in Tempeal!
We were at the dock in Folca, taking care of landing procedures, when a panicked old merchant rushed toward us. In between his wheezing, he explained that a shipment of relief supplies headed for Tempeal had been intercepted by monsters. Tempeal reminded me of Id and how he had totally beat our butts. It was embarrassing, yeah. But what's worse, it reminded me of losing Lyria.
Tempeal, huh? Maybe this time around I can actually help out.
That wasn't Vern's usual peppy tone. He was probably reliving those bad memories, just like me. I guess after you've spent as much time together as we have, you pretty much share a brain. It wasn't going to be a fun journey to Tempeal for either of us, but we were Skyfarers, and desperate times called for brave faces. Anyways, goblins. Smart, fast. That meant we wouldn't have the luxury of time. We needed to throw together the minimum amount of supplies needed for the journey and head out. I turned to Vern so we could discuss game plans, but then I saw his ears were droopy.
If we're fighting goblins, then we should have them licked by lunch.
Something was wrong. But with the hasty flight preparations, I couldn't spare the few minutes to investigate. Pull through it, Vern, I thought. We need you. A little less than an hour later, it was time to depart, but Vern was nowhere to be found.
Hurry, Skyfarers! We can't waste another second!
The later we got there, the more supplies would be stolen or destroyed. This could add up to weeks or even months of delays in Tempeal's restoration. Vern, I hope you're okay, bud. I was worried out of my mind, but a captain's gotta do what a captain's gotta do. I left a message for Vern with the merchant, and we set out.
Goblins? I can't even fight stinking goblins! What good am I? Just a scaredy lizard who brings everybody down. Man, if only I was more like my pal, swinging swords and shooting spells. Then I'd finally be able to help out. Maybe I could have stopped Avia from taking Lyria. Maybe I could have done something. How do you... I tell everybody I'm a cool dragon, but I'm just a faker.
You are unworthy.
You were right, Ed. I'm not worthy. Not worthy of being in the crew. Not worthy of being the captain's best bud.
Oh, finally, here you are!
I was looking everywhere for you. Crew's gone on ahead, but as an indispensable member of the Grand Cipher, they want you with them as soon as possible. And that's an order.
Indispensable? That meant, like, VIP, right? Me? For a second there, I was about to blow it off. Like, yeah, right, my bud's just saying that. But then I remembered, this crew had always kept it real. No lies, no flattery. Yeah, we kicked butt because we believed in one another. These guys were my best friends. And maybe we weren't perfect. I mean, we lost to Id, but my bud put his captain boots on and got right back up and tried again. It was never about swords or magic. It was about always moving forward, never giving up. And more than anything, it was about being there for each other. What was I worrying about? Who cares if I couldn't fight? There are 1,000,002 ways to help on an adventure. I mean, you try questing without a cook or a healer.
Hello? Merchant of Ern, do you read me? If you're done daydreaming now, I've got a ship ready to go.
It was time to get a move on, or I wasn't worth my scales. Sorry, everybody. Pal Vern is on his way.
Yeah! Let's do it to it!
The supply should be this way. Let's move.
Uh-oh. Our potion stock's running low. We'll be okay against a few goblins.
Quickly. Just don't overdo it. I hope Vern's okay.
He was really down, wasn't he? Poor Vern.
Get out of our way! We're in a hurry here!
Damn, we're back for more. Right when we were about to cross a finish line.
I see people! Over there, by the supplies! We have to go help them!
Folks doing okay?
Skyfarer! We're doing better now. We need these supplies to repair some fuel. Please, would you protect them?
We're on it! Take cover, okay? Can't beat me! Don't hold back! I think that was the last of them.
Thank you. You saved Tempeal's future.
Heads up, goblin reinforcements. Just don't quit.
Did you miss me? Took me forever to catch up.
Vern!
Vern, was that an explosive? When did you get bombs?
Here come more of those stinking gobbles. Can you take them?
Sure can.
Let's go. Watch out!
Come on the scene.
Yikes! Wyverns are coming from above! Watch the rockets!
If those goblins manage to steal any more of the supplies, then the relief effort's good as done. No kidding. They've already hauled half our grain to higher ground.
Higher ground? Sounds like a job for a cool dragon.
That's a great idea, Vern. Put your wings to use.
Are you sure you can manage? What if the goblins spot you?
Piece of cake! I'll be back in 30 seconds or your money back!
Wind in the path away.
I found some of the stolen supplies! They're safe and sound!
Oh yeah!
Where's your second buddy? I'm feeling right potion. Everyone feeling better?
Thanks, Vern! You're a lifesaver.
Those goblins are getting nasty. Stinking Gobos didn't get a single cent!
The trick?
The enemy have started their retreat. I think the worst has passed.
Thanks to you Skyfarers, Tempeal's finally gonna be rebuilt. We owe you everything.
Vern was the real MVP.
Aw, shucks. I bet you say that to all your lifelong pals.
Good work! Now let's get back out there! After we'd secured the supplies, Vern talked about how he didn't think he was good enough for the crew. Obviously, he was the only one that felt that way. I'd always appreciated his support. During fights, he was a supply runner, lookout, and cheerleader. And both on and off the battlefield, he was my courage. But even the best people, and dragons, get discouraged sometimes. I really should have been more vocal about my appreciation. But he knows now. We won the day because he came flying to the rescue. Just like I knew he would.
I'll always be there for you, pal.
He was back to his old self, basking in the praise of the crew, which caused his ego to swell like a balloon, but hey, who doesn't need a little confidence boost after a dip? And Vern, let me just say it now. I value you and all the hard work you do. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Skyfarer, can I take a look? Not bad, is it? Thanks for coming.
you are! I'm so glad you're all safe!
Thanks for the assistance.
I would never abandon one of Sega Grande's most vital trading hubs. It's not in my nature to watch a crisis unfold from the sidelines. By the way, Captain, I don't know if you've heard, but the castle is under attack by the Church of Avia. That forced each of the city's wards to declare temporary lockdowns. I'll be around until the brouhaha settles down. Give me a holler if you need anything. We can't let Avia get away with all they've done. Take this and go show them who's boss.
Yeah?
Avia is armed to the teeth. Which crew member would you like to call? Here's an offer you can't refuse. Now here's an offer. We have a wide selection of sigils. Do your best out there, Skyfarers.
We'll enter the castle through these doors. Everyone ready?
Ready.
This time, I'm coming too. We'll save Lyria. And stop Lilith once and for all. Make haste! The castle's undercroft should be just down this corridor.
Man, those poor Seed Hollow guards. They didn't sign up for this.
Lovely. Lucky me. What are you?
I thought we cleared out this area. Get out of here, or face his silver wolf core, you idiot! Lady Lilith will reward us generously for their heads.
The untempered mind is prey to manipulation. Know your folly.
Don't back down. We have the power of the primeval gods on our side.
Primeval gods, huh? Amazing how that term persists. 600 years after I first formed Avia, Lilith and I were working on our experiment, studying the effects of Sky Dweller emotions, such as faith, on primal beasts. She twisted the convictions of the masses, reshaping them as building blocks for this paramilitaristic cult.
Lady Lilith will guide us to the promised land. We do not fear death. Inquisitor Rook's troop will be here soon. Hold on.
I'll support you.
Keep up the good work!
Yep, understood.
Well, certainly.
I'll follow your lead. The church finds you in defiance of Our Lady's grand message. Face your penance!
Now we have to deal with full-on battleships? This is not in my job description.
We don't have time to repel all of them. Stopping Lilith comes first.
Wait, Roland. Weren't you the one who sealed Angra Mainyu?
Indeed. 500 years ago.
You couldn't find a better location? For Sky's sake, putting a primal like that under a damn metropolis!
Forgive me. It was the height of the war, and I needed a place inaccessible to an astral like Lilith.
So you chose an enemy stronghold. Not exactly a conventional plan, but effective nonetheless.
How dare you fabricate these lies about Lady Lilith's astral origin?
Finally broke through them. Onward and downward?
These soldiers are not to blame for Lilith's machinations, and yet they're the ones paying the ultimate price. A little debris won't stop us. Allow me.
You can fight, you can clear rubble. Think you can clean an airship?
What's the pay like? Shall we talk price? Quickly! The undercroft should be close.
Avia jerks do not play fair.
We can take refuge in the cellars below. There's no way their fuselage will reach us down there.
I just hope they stop firing completely. This castle's too pretty to be destroyed.
Gonna take half a miracle to bring down that carrier. So do we run, or...?
Judging from the position of this tower, the terrace leading to the court should be close. Let's head there.
Lucky me. Lovely.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Be complete. Take care of yourself, okay?
Now we face the interlopers who routed Rook and his men. A Lady Lilith! A Lady Lilith!
This is your last chance to change your fate. Get really through, or answer to my blade.
You foul interlopers! We will not let you stand in the way of our glorious mission!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Do you know what Lilith is planning to do?
How dare you question our lady! He will guide us to salvation.
No! You're wrong! She would swallow this whole skydom to see her selfish ambition fulfilled. You included, just as she did 15 years ago in Dali.
If you ain't...
We're doubting Lilith. She has been utterly bewitched.
Maybe now's not the best time for conversion. Let's save the deep brainwashing till after the fighting, shall we?
You promised these Sky Dwellers salvation while ushering them toward doom. Lilith, you are a fiend.
To victory!
No problem, good!
We can handle them.
Keep your wits about you.
Bring it up!
Let us...
That went well.
Right. Let us prepare for the next fight.
Where you
Charge through them!
This is why we're the best!
What did you expect?
Pleasure working with you.
Yeah! Don't even think about coming back.
Now then, we better keep moving. Wonderful. Looks like a dead end. I saw some stairs heading down back at that door, though.
Ah, perfect. That should lead us to the terrace.
Wow, it's so pretty.
Now, all you've got to do is collect those stones. You've got this. Easy as pie.
Lucky me.
the name of the Silver Wolf Court, we will stop their blasphemy here and now! It'd be a lot easier if those damn sword-mail mages were at their post. Why haven't they come yet? General Magley Alpha.
Toys to harass us with. Peachy.
They really deployed it. The Tayuatar.
My sword.
It should still be in the research phase. The multiple legs allow for maximum stability and maneuverability. It has high firepower and horsepower, and a certain je ne sais quoi.
Get it, you dork! How do we blow it up?
Sorry. Just like you blow anything else up. So maybe we could try to salvage it?
When brandished for war, even the most beautiful blade blackens the soul. But I shall purge you.
Let's scrap this thing before it shoots us straight to Kingdom Come.
Knock its legs out. That should do the trick.
Its head is exposed! Attack it before we miss our chance! Not often you see sensor malfunctions like this. Caused by a short circuit within the mainframe, perhaps. Or maybe...
Who cares about all that? We just need to destroy it, right?
Sorry. Yes, that's the plan.
The family that slays together, stays. That's not good.
We won't be able to lay a finger on it while its boosters are active. Focus on evasion for now.
Easy enough for you to say. Do you see it dashing around everywhere?
This model of Tayuatar expends tons of energy while boosting. It shouldn't last much longer.
If only we could explain it to them.
Thank you.
This thing is a hit harder than Rackham. But he doesn't move like the wind.
Its legs should be lightly armored compared to the core. That's where we should focus our fire.
Shine as one! Tide of chaos!
The actuators in its limbs are beginning to buckle. The pressure differential should result in...
None of us be heard! What do you mean?
Sorry. Our assault is working.
Perfect!
Did it change its weaponry? Everyone, be on guard!